Europe is facing a major problem. It might already be too late to tackle it effectively, but we have to keep trying. We can't tackle this problem until we acknowledge that this problem exists. And not only do we need to acknowledge that the problem exists, but we need to acknowledge the scale of the problem and not dismiss Muslim extremists as a few bad apples who don't represent real Islam. There is a reason that this narrative denying links between Islam and terrorism is failing to address the big problem society faces in regards to this extremism. It's because Muslims who read up on their religion will know jihadists are carrying it out to the letter. Why should Muslims listen to Western politicians telling them what real Islam is? Do Western politicians think that they know real Islam enough to educate young Muslims about it? We need to stop pretending Islam is something it's not. It's a violent religion. And I know that other religions have violent doctrines in their scriptures too, but Islam, and in particular the sect of Sunni Salafism, carry out Islam's barbaric teachings right down to the letter. They know the more peaceful verses are meaningless because they were all abrogated by the violent ones. In order to reverse the tide of radical Islam, we need to be able to speak openly about these issues without being labeled a fringe group or to feel threatened with violence because of our voice. I have recently left Islam, and I'm actively trying to educate more people away from it. My work brings me plenty of death threats, and it wouldn't matter where I live in the world, given the fact that a British soldier can be murdered in cold blood on a London street. This is why I choose to remain anonymous for now. Britain has for far too long appeased the Saudis. This must end, not tomorrow, but today. Saudi Arabia has exported its dangerous Islamic Salafist ideology to fill Britain's mosques and universities with hate speech and intolerance. There needs to be much better intelligence gathering and surveillance with a zero-tolerance approach to those who simply voice sympathy to groups like the Islamic State, the Taliban or Boko Haram. These people need to be deported immediately. This may be an unpopular decision with some concerned about the rights of the individuals who have proven to be dangerous to this country, but we need to be realistic. The rights of the people to live in a safe environment trump the right of the individual who chooses to use their freedom to try and end our freedom. I wish you good luck in shedding more of a light on this pressing issue.